I am in awe right now, guys. Koga, the Lost Hand, our newest flank, is looking to be the most exciting character Hi-Rez has ever made for Paladins. I couldn't group him in with a patch notes video, so I'm making this one fully dedicated to him and his amazing kit. You guys are going to love this. Let's talk about his weapons. He has two dual SMGs that both do 40 damage every 0.06 seconds. SMGs are nothing new to the realm, but having two of them instantly spices things up, especially considering they're not his only weapons, but we'll get to that in a second. He has a passive that puts this resource bar on his screen with 3 small bars. This resource bar allows him to use his abilities. He has no real cooldowns. As long as he has enough of his bar filled, he can use his abilities. This is what really makes the character what he is. There is a massive skill gap when it comes to properly managing abilities on a resource bar of all things. Weak players will drain it quickly while getting no real value out of it, while strong players will make the most out of it and make Koga feel very overwhelming. He also has another passive, wall climbing. That's right, this character has vertical mobility. The last time we got a character with vertical mobility was when Willow was released. Xin technically has it with his ultimate, but I'm not going to count that because it's not really in his base kit itself. Now this wall climb doesn't take any resource energy. You can do it at any time by holding the jump button while looking at a wall. Now for his actual abilities. He has Shadow Step, which allows him to dart forward, becoming untargetable for the duration of the ability, and this consumes 1 resource bar. He also has Agility, which makes him move 50% faster and jump higher during its duration. It also consumes 1 resource bar. Now this is a lot like Maeve's Prowl, except attacking does not cancel it. That isn't it though. Like Strix, he can swap between weapons and abilities. Koga has 2 stances, his normal stance and his dragon stance. While in dragon stance, you take out your Hellkite claws. These claws hurl fiery slashes that deal 600 damage every 0.55 seconds. While in Dragon Stance, your resource bar constantly drains, and you can only use Dragon Stance until it empties. In Dragon Stance, Shadow Step is replaced by Skewer, which makes you dash forward, slicing anything in your path for 600 damage. This consumes your entire resource bar, that's right, all 3. Then there's his ultimate ability, Cyclone. You melt into the shadows, becoming untargetable and striking anyone within 25 feet of you for 1500 damage every second for 2 seconds. This goes through all barriers. I want to talk about this outstanding kit so bad, but let's go over his 4 talents first, alright? His default talent is Adrenaline Junkie. Dealing damage with your SMGs restores energy. His level 2 talent is Blood Reaper, and this makes Skewer deal up to 400 more damage based on the amount of resources that are consumed. His level 8 is Master of Arms. This makes it so SMG hits do not consume ammo. Then his level 12 is Dragon Fangs. This makes it so Dragon Stance no longer consumes energy, but instead consumes 200 of your health per second. Okay, so now that I've gone over his entire kit, you can probably see that this character has so much at his disposal, but the resource system is what balances that out. His skill gap, like I said, will be huge. The difference between good and bad Kogas will be easily noticeable, and becoming a good Koga will take a lot of time. Many of you have seen these really good Eevees and Androxuses and how scary they can be. Well, those players took a lot of time and practice to get where they are today. The same goes for Koga, if not more so. I honestly see Koga having an even bigger skill gap than those two because of the resource system and the fact that he has way more abilities. It just opens up so much more room for creativity and adaptability. The best Kogas will be able to read a situation and use their abilities and resource bar perfectly to react to said situation. I promise you, when players start to get really good with Koga, you will see them pull off all sorts of crazy plays that you have never seen before. I can't even really talk about how good he's gonna be, because it'll really depend on the player and how much time they've put into him. When it comes to his talents though, I easily see Adrenaline Junkie being the best one. It allows you to have more resource energy more often, and with more energy you can use your abilities more, allowing you to manage more and in turn, if you're good enough, be able to get more of that possibly limitless value out of Koga. I gotta say, I am so very excited for Koga. I think Hi-Rez has made a real gem here. This character is exactly what we've needed for a long time, and I honestly see him becoming one of the community's favorites. Who knows, he may even be able to beat Maeve's instalock streak. People instalocked Maeve for 2 weeks straight after her release, and no other character has been able to come close to breaking that record. Anyway, that is Koga, the Lost Hand. I'll talk about him more after he comes out in the PTS later tonight, and I'm able to get a real hands-on experience with him. Until then, let me know what you guys think about Zin's former apprentice in the comments below. And that's pretty much it, guys. I want to thank you all for watching. I very much appreciate it, and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye!